360 deal, meaning 360 degrees, it's all encompassing, so that you have many people reaching into your wallet in many different things that you do. So normally the old school model was you'd sign a contract, the record company would give you a budget, they would shoot a video, you would be obligated to them for everything that was spent, including all the dinners that they took you to that you didn't know you were buying. But your video budget, your album budget, and whatever else that you incur along the way, and you have to pay that back to them in sales before they would begin to pay you your royalty as an artist. Well, your artist royalty typically comes off the net, and I think it's off the net, and it's you might get, I'm trying to think what you might get, maybe 10 points if you're lucky, 10%, which they would then begin to chisel away at. But that's not enough anymore for record companies. They want it all. So what they do now is, when you go perform, they're going to take a percentage of that. They're going to take a percentage of your writing. They're going to get into your publishing. They're going to get into your merchandise. So they're going to get into anywhere that you make money. They're there taking their piece of it. From the way I understand, the majority of them are structured, if they're structured correctly and fairly, once the record company recoups, then they get out of that and they just stay within the bounds of your CD, which is where they should be. But in sympathy and defense to them, the costs today of breaking an artist are monumental. $1 million to $2 million they got to invest. And you might as well throw pastrami at the wall and see if it sticks. They could spend $2-3 million and nothing happens. So that's how they cover their bases. But I think also the old school record model is top heavy. You're paying a lot of salaries, you're paying a lot of office space, you're paying a lot of rent. So I think the new model is spend less up front. Now, this is what I learned when I was in Texas with Pete Benz. There are acts down there that work. They work a lot. They do an album a year. They sell 30,000 to 50,000 records at $15 a piece. Do the math. So they take that what it costs them to make it, and they don't spend over $30,000 to make a record. Trust me. And you got nearly $500,000 there coming in. They do this every year. They have their own merchandise, and if you do your merchandise right, your merchandise will bring you as much as your concert fees, or in some cases double. So you could go out and you could do a show for $100,000. You could sell $200,000 of merchandise. You could do a show for $2,500 if you're on an opening act scale. You could sell $5,000 in merchandise. That helps pay diesel. It's expensive out there. So whatever you can do to market yourself, and boy, there's so many tools today. It's incredible.